believes in me as much as I do.
Excellent.
You know, I said long ago, when truth is your father, marketing is you know, it's always and the supply is infinite. If you mean what and you love what and you believe in it, I'm not sure that you can fail with that.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at you know, not only your career but life in general, man. You know, that's a great philosophy. Now, can I ask you before we continue? It's a little bit choppy. Are you guys talking on a speakerphone right now?
Yes, we are.
I think what we might have to do is have you turn off the speaker, and you know, you're gonna have to maybe just pass the phone back and forth or something like that, because it is a bit choppy, and I want people to really hear you clear, because what you're saying is tremendous, and I really want people to be able to hear that message that you just mentioned with regard to your philosophy and your music and your career and moving forward. That was good stuff right there, Brock.
Thank you. And you know, that's the thing, is as I move forward, it took me a lot of years to find myself. I've been in the music business for a long, long time.
Right.
I took about a 10-year hiatus because of, you know, I just wasn't sure where I wanted to go. Right. But when you're driven and you have purpose, it automatically calls me back. It's home. And I'm a songwriter, and I want to touch people, and that's my job.
That's tremendous.
And once I found myself, Ernie, everything else is self-place, literally.
I hear you.
These songs I almost can't take credit for because it's that divine. It's incredible.
Well, I know it's a thing where I know you said you were involved in the business, and then you took that little 10-year lapse and so forth and so on. But I think you're back now, in my opinion. You know, just hearing and listening to you and the feeling behind your music, and listening to you right now talking about how you want to really affect people and you know, maybe inspire people and just entertain people in general. I think it's tremendous, and I know, you know, like I said, just listening to that little bit that I have heard of you, that you know, up on stage, whether it's live or recording, is where you need to be, man, because you got a gift, my friend. You got a real great gift from the man up above, and you need to be out there sharing that gift with people. And I'm so happy to hear that Judy's helping you in that effort, and you guys together, man, it's going to be a tremendous thing. And I hope you make it up here to my area, up here in New England, at some point in time, man, because I'd really like to see you live.
You know, Ernie, I just want to take us everywhere. Yesterday, I just partnered up with one of the most incredible songwriters there ever was. His name is Reese Wilson. If you're not familiar with him, Google him and get to know him. He's got 3 number one. He's got top 10. He's written from everybody for Tim McGraw, Aretha McIntyre, I mean, and this guy, you know, it was about a 10-year period that if it was a hit, his name was on it.
Wow.
And so I'm fortunate enough and blessed enough to work with him and to get the message across the way that the vision that God has.
That's tremendous, man. I'm not real familiar with that name, but he's definitely worked with some great artists. So you're going to be collaborating with him on some projects?
Yes, he's kind of taking it upon himself to be the right-hand man. You know, right exclusively together. He's already got material that's just absolutely incredible that will give you chill bumps to the floor. Trying to think of the songs he wrote. Not Only Your Love by Duck Carson went number 1. You Ain't Gonna Baby, It's All in Your Head, Diamond Rio took that number 1.
Wow.
She Can't Say I Didn't Cry, a guy named Rick Trevino took that number 1. Like I said, he's written for other artists, other top 10s, and for him to get on board and believe in me, just tremendous. As much as I believe in myself, it's incredible, and everything's falling into place. I mean, it's just a team that's coming together along with me and peace and other people, both the record label. It's just time. I'm very blessed.
Yeah, that is tremendous, man. I'm so happy for you guys. And, like I said, I look forward to being able to play some of your stuff on the air moving forward. And I think you're going to hear that name, Brock Wayne, out there, my friends who are listening out there right now, whether it's live or in the archive shows. Remember that name, because you're going to be hearing a lot more from this gentleman. Because wait till you hear his music, man. It's tremendous, fantastic, very well done. And like he said, he's got some connections with Reese and working on some projects there as well. And I just wish you all the best, my friend. And it sounds like you are where you want to be. And like I always say, if you do what you love and love what you do, it ain't really like work. You know what I mean? It's labor of love. You know what I mean? And it sounds like it's that for you. I always say too, country artists, in my opinion, are the best out there. They really are in touch with the average American out there, the listeners and their fans, and how they relate to them. And I go back, I'm a retired military member from the U.S. Air Force. I spent 10 years active duty, and just some of the inspirational and motivational and love of country and patriotic songs, and that the country artists come out with over and above any other genre of artist is tremendous in my opinion. The country artists are the best when it comes to that, and having them.
And on that note, I would like to thank your service for the country, because it does honestly.
Thank you for that, but like I said, it's just outstanding. The country artists in that regard, for their love of country and the tracks they put down, honoring our warriors out there around the globe. It's just tremendous stuff, man. I'll tell you, some of the tracks I listen to, man, it really gets to you, man. Brings that feeling of love of country, man. And hey, we love our country. Have we had transgressions and things we wish we hadn't happened here? Of course, and that's part of growing in as a nation. But when you look up and down the line, man, this is a great place to be. And God bless America as far as I'm concerned. And God bless all those great country artists like yourself out there that are pumping us up, man. Every time I hear them tracks on the radio, man, it just makes me feel good. And the country artists, man, over and above, like I said, any other genre of artists, man, are tremendous, with their support of the people out there.
And I can all of it. And it's things like that, what you just said, this is why we do what we do. It's one of the reasons. I mean, it keeps us motivated. We have the material, and we're able to lay it down, and we mean it. And that's the big key, is you have to mean it. Otherwise, you couldn't even buy it.
Oh, yeah. People
we throw ourselves out there as artists. We knock all walls down, and we're literally, for lack of a better term, naked when we're out there. Because that's how important it is to convey the message.
You guys,
and if DJs like yourself and people like yourself should appreciate it and carry this message on without you guys. And so I'd like to thank you. You're just as important in that as we are.
Yeah, you guys most definitely lay it down, man, and lay, like you said, you're out there, and people can spot whether you're just singing a song or if you got your heart and soul into that song. I think that comes across, and I think, like I said, bar none, every track I played, I play a lot of patriotic, kind of pump up the country kind of stuff is what I use my platform here on this station as well to do, is to pump people up as Americans, and to realize, our place in the world, man, and what we're all about in this country, and again, it comes right through to artists like yourself, man, doing it and feeling it and doing it for real, man, from their heart,
Yes.
Gotta love
and
that.
Thank you. It's all going to work out. We're blessed all the way around.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. And let me see, what was I going to say? I was going to I don't want to keep you guys too long, but Judy, I saw you posting up on Facebook today, talking about things moving forward, and I know I joined my friends over at Music Road Radio, I'm sure, in congratulating you and this great opportunity you have in your life. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a well-deserved opportunity, and I think Brock made a wise decision in hooking up with you and you with him. And I think the two of you together, as I mentioned earlier, is you're going to bring this thing right to the top, man, with Brock's talent and your promotion of that talent. And you're also, like Brock, a real person. You many times wear yourself out on your sleeve, and you what you are is real. You know what I'm saying? You're a real person. You're real. You're not a phony out there. You're doing your thing, doing it very well. And again, like I said, I think I join our friends over at Music Road Radio and wishing you all the best with your future endeavors. And I think it's a great thing and a great opportunity for you. And I wish you all the best with it, Judy.
Thank you so very much, Johnny.
You worked hard, and you were a major part of the Music Road Radio and the success they've had over the course of the last year or so. And people got to understand that many of us that do shows on other platforms or help out or get involved with some internet radio stations, it's most times it's a volunteer thing. You're just helping out. You connect with people. You enjoy each other's company. You all have the same kind of goals in mind, and you work hard without any remuneration or money or anything exchanging hands. You're just out there doing your thing because you love what you're doing, and you're supporting whatever station it might be that you're working on. And I know you are a big part of the success. That's all I want to say of that Music Road Radio, and I know you will be missed there. And you are loved there, I'm sure, without a doubt.
Well, I appreciate it, Ernie. I enjoyed the time I spent with you. It's a great show. I have a lot of fun. I put in a lot of hard work and long hours. It was all very much worth it.
Yes, indeed. They were, like I said, they were very lucky to have you in that position at that time. Precipitating the rise of that station up to where they are today. They wouldn't have been there, in my opinion, without one Judy Ruston working hard behind the scenes, doing her thing with the artists and their families and all that good stuff. So, again, Judy, congratulations on this new endeavor, and again with Brock and you and everything you got going on and the new label and the projects that are happening and the affiliations you have over there. Brock has with some people writing some stuff, and I just think it's tremendous, man, tremendous. I'm just really happy for you, Judy.
Well, we can't hear enough. I would just like to say that Music Entertainment, they know what they're doing by bringing staff on.
Yes.
They see exactly where he's headed. And by the way, I want to tell Brock will be recording the song I wrote. Tell Me About It Now.
Yes.
That will be on his first CD.
Excellent.
And hopefully the next 3 or 4 weeks you can get the video up.
Yes, and hopefully we'll see that climb right up the charts there, up the country charts.
I believe it will.
Up the country charts, and that would, tremendous. That's great. And I know you're also you're writing some other stuff that you're working on as well, right?
Yes, I am. I never stop writing.
Yeah, well, it's I think at some point in time, man, you're gonna have that one track that just captures people, and it's gonna move right up the charts, and we're gonna hear about Miss Judy Ruston as well.
Well, and that's the thing. Everything I do is, it's for other people, not for me. I've never been a person to expect anything in return for what I do.
Right.